Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we are gonna just kind of be filling you guys in on what's been going on with my pregnancy. In the last video, it was my 4-week pregnancy update, so some time has passed since then. I am now 10 weeks pregnant and a lot has happened. So we just wanted to basically fill you guys in, let you guys know what's been going on and where we are at in our pregnancy journey. So I mentioned in the previous video that we had a really high feeling / suspicion, whatever you want to call it, that we were having twins. And basically we were right. That's what I'll start with saying, is that basically we were right. We had a doctor's appointment scheduled for when I was, I want to say like 6 weeks, so 2 weeks after my 4-week update, and we were supposed to go to our first doctor appointment. We went, we had every intention of recording it to share with you guys, and it went horribly. Prior to scheduling that appointment, I had actually made sure with that location that they would be performing an ultrasound at my first appointment. They would be doing blood work because I was really concerned just with my thyroid being bad. I just wanted to have everything taken care of on the first appointment so we didn't have to worry about any complications or problems with my pregnancy. So we went to that appointment, and long story short, they refused to do an ultrasound. They couldn't even answer any questions of problems that I was having with the pregnancy. Like I even told the girl, I said that I had been having some cramping, and I asked her if that was normal, and her response was that that was the first time she had heard about that, and that she would have to look into that. Or she basically said she would document it, but didn't respond to my question, didn't tell me if she thought it was normal. When I asked her if they would be performing the ultrasound, she was basically told me I would need to get on the schedule, which I was already under the impression I had already done when I scheduled that appointment. So that didn't happen. That appointment was horrible. There was just a lot of things that were really big red flags for us. So we just decided that I wasn't gonna go back there. And I can do a video on that at another time if you guys wanna know more about that appointment. But in short, it was a horrible appointment that didn't get us anywhere, basically. So fast forward, I had to,
just to cut in a little bit, that appointment was so bad, I ended up calling into work because I was supposed to go to work later that day. And we were just horrified at that experience. I mean, we've already had a baby before, and the experience was completely different.
Yeah.
And to kind of touch up on whenever she was talking about like her belly pain, she was like, oh, never heard of that one before. Yeah. Like, you're a nurse practitioner, like you're supposed to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And when people come to you with pains, like you're supposed to address it, not just, oh, never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, that doesn't even make us feel any better either. You know, like, I don't know. I just think she was approaching everything like, no.
Very unprofessional, yeah. So I was able to locate another OBGYN that I was comfortable with seeing, with having a thyroid issue and with just everything medically going on in my life and with my concerns about the pregnancy. And ironically, this doctor is not located anywhere near us. They are actually an hour and a half away from us. So just to kind of put it in perspective of how hard it was to find somebody that was trustworthy and had a good reputation and good reviews. And kind of like he said, with my pregnancy with Tucker, everything was so different. We had an amazing doctor, an amazing office, just everything was so smooth and we felt comfortable with everything. So it was just so different. So we found a new OBGYN, we scheduled an appointment with them, but that set the timeline back because now we had to wait to go to another doctor's office. And again, with them, I confirmed that they would be doing an ultrasound, that they would do basically just everything that needed to be done, be able to answer questions, be able to treat me with a thyroid condition. And they were completely confident with that. They actually have over 5 OBGYNs in their practice, as well as nurse practitioners and midwives and all of that good stuff. So we felt confident that we were in good hands by going to this office. So we went to that appointment, which was, now I want to say it's been like 3 or 4 weeks maybe. No, maybe, I think it's closer
like
to two or three, because I think I was like 8 weeks. So we went to that appointment, and I'm gonna put some footage in, but obviously the biggest thing that we were trying to figure out is how many babies we were having, what our due date was officially, and just to make sure that the baby or babies were healthy. And so the nurse practitioner that we actually met with was able to perform an ultrasound, and when she was doing it, Jonas basically asked her if there was only one baby, if everything was looking okay, stuff like that. And whenever he asked her if there was only one baby, she said that that's actually what she was trying to figure out, because from what she was looking at, it appeared like there was 2 babies.
There's only one in there, right?
So that's what I'm trying to determine right now, actually. Because I'm seeing, like, I can't tell if it's a shadow. Let me see if I can readjust my wand. It's like I see like a body here, but then I'm like, well,
I saw that too.
What is this one up here? I can't tell what that is, and it's not coming out real clear. I just can't tell if there's more.
So when she did that, she didn't really say the word twins, but she said that she saw 2 fetal poles and 2 yolk sacs.
Let's see, I see a flickering right here, and then
Right there.
so I don't know. It looks like it could be.
Okay.
All right.
That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
Yeah, it almost looks like 2 little heartbeats right there. Like one is here and one is up there, but.
So if you've been pregnant before, or if you know a lot about pregnancy, you know that when you have an ultrasound with a single baby, you definitely don't see 2 fetal poles, and you don't see 2 yolk sacs, and you definitely don't see another baby. And when she was doing it, she was able to go as far as even measuring the other baby, and basically they were measuring 2 days apart from each other.
So it looks like there's like one here. It's measuring almost about the same. I'm not getting like the tip of it in this picture.
So we were really confident that there was 2 babies, and aside from them measuring 2 days apart, everything was like completely healthy. There didn't appear to be any complications. They were both implanted where they should be and all that good stuff. So there shouldn't have been any concern, but she wanted us to come back 2 weeks. Well, she wanted us to actually come back the following week, but that was Thanksgiving. So we weren't gonna be able to come back the following week, which we let her know.
Why don't we have you come back in a week?
Okay.
And schedule.
We'll be out of town depending on what day.
Okay, well, if it's not right on, if it's a little bit after, that's okay.
Okay, cool.
And so they basically moved their schedule around to get us in the following week. So the week after Thanksgiving, which was not very long ago now. It's been a few days really. So we scheduled that appointment and basically left with the assumption that we were having twins, because that just doesn't happen. You don't normally have an ultrasound and see all of those things if you're only having one. So we actually went ahead and we went to Texas. I told you guys in the previous video that initially we were planning on finding out the gender of the baby, and we were gonna announce to my family by doing a gender reveal. So since we were now under the assumption that we were having twins, we decided to just do an announcement that we were pregnant with twins, because there was no way that at 8 weeks or 9 weeks, I was gonna be able to know the gender of 2 babies with a blood test, because if they were not both the same gender, it would only show a boy. If there was a boy, if it was 2 girls, obviously it would just say girl. But there wouldn't.
We basically wouldn't have known unless it was 2 girls.
Yeah.
That's the only way we would have known.
If
for
there
sure.
was, because if there would have been any testosterone, we wouldn't have known if it was 2 boys, just 1 boy and a girl. So yeah.
And it's expensive, so it's about $150, and we weren't really willing to pay that for a possibility. So we just decided, you know, just to reveal the twins for now.
Right. So I'm going to be sharing a video in the next couple days of us announcing and telling my family that I'm pregnant, but I just wanted to kind of clarify and explain that, because when you see the video, we're announcing we're having twins, and that leads to my next point, which is we went to our last appointment, which I said was going to be 2 weeks after the initial appointment with them to confirm the twins.
Which is also 1 week after we saw Bethany's family.
Yeah. So we were going to, our plan was we were going to go to that appointment, and then we were going to announce to you guys that we were having twins. And that's not really how that appointment went. We were told prior to this appointment, I did a ton of research. I talked to a lot of people online who have had twins or been pregnant with twins. And so I just got a lot of different perspectives, but found out that it's very, very common for there to be complications in the first trimester with twins. And that is why the doctors are very urgent about doing a repeat ultrasound, and why they're hesitant to tell you that you're pregnant with twins, just because it is a very high risk. So when we went to the next appointment, which like I said was a few days ago now, the first thing that we were gonna do is the ultrasound, and then we were gonna do a follow-up with the nurse practitioner that we had initially seen. And when we did the ultrasound, basically very bluntly, and I'll put this footage in here for you guys to see, but the girl that did it basically told us that she only saw one baby, one heartbeat, and all that. So didn't see twins. She scanned my entire uterus, didn't see a second baby.
Well, I ended up seeing one with a heartbeat. His heart rate's measuring 163, so that's good.
And so obviously I was devastated, but I was also really, really confused, just because it didn't make sense to me that we had seen 2 heartbeats that were fluttering and like actively beating and just all that stuff. It just didn't make sense why we had seen that the first time, and then now there was only one baby. I hadn't had any bleeding. I hadn't had any signs of a miscarriage. So there was not any reason for me to have assumed that I had lost a baby. But whenever we did the follow-up with the nurse practitioner, which was about 30 minutes after, I think it was like 30 minutes to an hour after my ultrasound, her explanation, it was a really quick appointment with her, but she basically said that a lot of times with twins, one is developing, and then the way that she phrased it is it stops developing. And then that explains why you would only see one baby on the ultrasound like now versus when we had done it the first time. And so I was still really upset and confused, but I didn't really want to interrogate her, so I just figured I would do my own research just based on what she had said. And I think she was putting it in a really nice way to not make it emotional for me. But when you say that you were pregnant with twins and one stopped developing, what that is called is vanishing twin syndrome. This is something that is super, super common with women that get pregnant with twins. And a lot of times it actually goes undetected, because most women don't even have an ultrasound until they're about 12 weeks pregnant, which is past the first trimester. That's when you're entering your second trimester. And at that point, there's not a second baby, and so it just goes completely undetected. You never knew that there was another baby. So this is like a very, I would say it's not as documented as often as it's occurring to people. But as far as how much it's documented for pregnant women, they say that it happens in over 30% of twin pregnancies. So a very, very high percentage. If you were talking just general miscarriage rates of 30%, that is very, very high. And that's essentially saying that 1 in 3 women that are pregnant are going to lose a baby, but in this situation, it's 1 in 3 women that are pregnant with twins are going to lose one of the twins. And what happened, and the reason that I didn't have bleeding is because my other pregnancy with the other baby is completely healthy. And what happens a lot of the times is that your body or your placenta or the other baby actually reabsorbs the cells of the other baby to utilize it for the pregnancy of the healthy baby. And so this sounds kind of like, not really gross, but it sounds kind of creepy if you've never heard about this, because it is kind of weird, and it's emotional thinking about it, like thinking that there was another baby and now their cells are basically being reused by your body or by the other baby. But that's what happens. It happens a lot. And that is what happened to us. So we basically just, the reason we wanted to make this video is, first of all, because when we do watch a lot of twin announcements and pregnancies, you don't hear a lot about this. And on the other side of things, it's very, very common, and there's a lot of women that experience it. And so we just wanted to share our experience, and also we wanted to update you guys because it's been hard up until this point stating that, you know, on social media that there's only one baby, when we up until this point had been under the, I don't want to say the belief, because it really, we had seen 2 heartbeats. We had seen 2 heartbeats, 2 babies, 2 yolk sacs. So there was every reason to believe that we were pregnant with twins, which is why we were so confident in it and telling my family. Because again, that just doesn't happen unless you're pregnant with twins. So it's been really, really hard because we wanted to keep it not really a secret, because obviously we had every intention of sharing it and telling you guys about it. But at the same time, we wanted to make sure that everything was healthy and that the doctor was, you know, from the doctor's point of view, that everything was healthy, that both babies were measuring healthy on the ultrasound that we did and everything like that. So really, the purpose of this video is to let you guys know what's been going on, because it has been a little while since my 4-week video. And so that way, you guys would just know what has been going on for us. And I just want to bring awareness to this subject, because if anyone else has gone through it, I know how emotional it was for me. Because you go from the excitement of having 2 babies and planning for 2 babies and buying 2 of everything, and just everything that comes with having multiples or twins in general, and
almost got a new car.
Yeah, we almost
got a new car because we thought we couldn't fit 3 babies in our car, and
yeah,
now we don't have to.
Yeah. So it just changes a lot of things when you're having more than one, and that is what we were planning for. And now at this point, that's not something that's gonna happen. We are not having 2 babies anymore. We are having 1. And we just wanted to tell you guys that, because when we do talk about the pregnancy, we just want to make sure that that is part of something that I've gone through, to not forget the baby that is no longer with us, and mostly so that way when we do share with you guys the video of us telling my family, you're not confused.
Yeah.
Because it would be very confusing if I was watching the video of us telling them we're having twins and then being like, wait, but she's only having 1. But yeah, we are only having 1 at this point, and we are very happy, but it's very hard just between the feeling of being happy that we're having 1 healthy baby and the thought of the fact that we lost another one. So it's very conflicting of how you feel when you go through something like this. So if anyone else has gone through something like this, please reach out to me. I would love to talk to another woman about their experience with this and just how it made them feel, because I know it's been really hard on me. But I'm trying to keep it together. I'm trying to stay happy and confident, because I know that that's what's best for me in my pregnancy. But mostly I just wanted to let you guys know. So with that being said, I'm gonna wrap up this video, but I am super excited to let you guys know more of what's been going on with the pregnancy. I'm gonna be doing a 10-week update this week to let you guys know how I've been feeling and just everything else that's been going on. But this video I felt like deserved its own video to just really get that out there and to clarify and to answer any questions as far as why we were planning and expecting to have twins and now we are only having one. So yeah, with that being said, like I said, we're gonna have a couple new videos out in the next week. In a week from now, you guys will actually find out the gender of the baby that we are having, and we're really excited about that. So make sure if you're not subscribed that you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you're notified of every time we upload a new video. And other than that, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And do you have anything else to say?
No, I think you wrapped it up. Yeah, have a good one. Thanks for watching.
Bye. Thanks, guys.